Alright, so we got the mushroom dumpling, mushroom. We got the blueberry dumplings. So these are the dumplings here in Prague. Good morning, it is Wednesday 18th of December and we have just arrived in Prague in the Czech Republic, a new country from yesterday after taking the sleeper bus just behind me. It is 8 o'clock in the morning now. We left Cologne at 9 p.m. last night and we have just arrived here. Just literally woke up and then all of a sudden everyone's hopping off. Surprisingly a pretty good sleep. Kind of woke up at 4 a.m. but easily got back to sleep, and then before you knew it, 8 o'clock. Morning coffee to wake us up, a bit of yogurt.
Sleeper wake up every hour, people cough, people move, make noise.
It's not as bad as being in a hostel, trust me.
Not as, oh really?
Yeah, hostel. You can hear everyone snore.
Oh really?
At least the bus is noisy and it moves.
No, I use earpod. Oh my god, guess what? This is the first time I have felt the sun on my skin since we left Sydney a whole week ago. This is the first time physically seeing the sun behind me. The whole week in Amsterdam and then in Cologne, even in Guangzhou in China, never saw the sun once. It was all overcast, never felt the sun, but now it is finally out on day 5. These are the struggles of luggage in Europe. Pebbles. Lots of cobblestones. We're going fancy today. A dancing house. 4 stars. Ah, thank you. Cheers. This is level 3. Oh, fancy. Wow, even got the red light glow happening. Whoa, look at this. Very nice. It's only the courtyard view. Look at that. Look at that view. City right in the corner. Not bad here at the dancing house. We got pretty lucky. It's only 9:30 now and we were able to check in early because no one was staying here last night. And she's saying that normally they would charge an extra 70 euros to check in early, but she gave it to us for free as long as Nacha gives a good review on booking.com. We paid 194 AUD, 194 bucks for one night. We're only actually here for one night. So we catch the bus at 11 a.m. tomorrow to Vienna. So yeah, around about 24 hours here in Prague. Alright, so the game plan today, we are here at the dancing house. And then we are gonna make our way towards Old Town in the north. There's a restaurant here we wanna check out. And then after lunch, we'll have a look and sightsee Old Town, make our way across the bridge and see maybe the Prague Castle here. And then later tonight, we'll see if we want to do the cruise through there and then the night markets. Right in front of the river here, and behind us is our hotel and there is the view. We'll check out later on, tourist attraction. What the? Whilst we're walking, I might as well rattle out some interesting facts. Fun fact number 1, Prague is the capital and the largest city of the Czech Republic. Prague is one of the most visited cities in Europe. The number of visitors have been rising even since 2020. There is only 1.3 million people living in Prague and 2.1 in the greater region of Prague. Prague has the largest castle in the world. In terms of area, so maybe not the largest building itself, but you can see on the map that whole other side of the river taking up a big area with a complex of castles. Prague is nicknamed the town of 100 spires. There are over 500 churches in Prague. The world's oldest moving clock is in Prague. Maybe we'll go try to find that. It's also popular for filming destinations such as James Bond movies, Casino Royale, Spider-Man. What you want to take in for, isn't it?
Yeah, just whatever.
Dumpling and then pancake.
Is that a dumpling?
Dumpling. No, it's not.
Oh, they do dumplings a bit differently around here. Here we have some typical Czech cuisine. Well, maybe we'll have this for dinner. We found the deer restaurant, so is this where you want to eat?
Yes, I really want to eat here. Deer party, I never seen it before.
Okay, don't worry. Wow, look at nachos, deer. That looks fancy. How's it taste? Soft?
10 out of 10.
So today I've got the mushroom risotto, but we're gonna share. So how was that clock? Exciting?
It's clink clink.
Clink clink.
Clink.
Everyone,
Minutes.
yeah,
I was waiting.
that was 2 o'clock on the dot. Everyone was waiting, and it was just about as exciting as that clock we waited for in Munich. So 11 years ago, Harold and I were in Munich. Everyone was waiting similar to this, the main clock, and then it did the same thing, and we're like, is that it? The same thing. It just
Should be waiting for next time.
Is this what everyone's waiting for? So we are now here in the old town of Prague, and here behind me is called the astronomical clock. So an interesting story here. Apparently, the clockmaker. This was made in the 1400s. The clockmaker was actually blinded by the councillors because they didn't want him to make a new one. So it took about 100 years afterwards for them to get it working again by someone else. But yeah, the dude was blinded for making such a beautiful clock, and they didn't want him remaking it. Not doing her civil duties.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How was that honey wine?
Honey wine, so good, so fine. It tastes like Korean wine, Korean plum wine.
Oh yeah.
Yes, keep me warm. I was cold.
So these are Prague dumplings. Not quite the same dumplings that we're used to. Alright, so we got the mushroom dumpling. Mushroom. We got the blueberry dumplings. So these are the dumplings here in Prague. Very nice, sweet in the middle. But I would say if it had a little bit of custard, it'd be 100 times better. But pretty. Rightio, we have just made it back to the river just in time for sunset behind us. Watched it on that bridge, and already getting pretty dark around here. I reckon it's gonna be pitch black in about an hour, and it is not even 4 p.m. It is 3:52 in the afternoon, and it's already kind of winding down, getting pretty dark, and the lights are all coming on. So yeah, just thought we'd see the views here before it gets too dark. Alright, we have just now walked over to Charles Bridge, and it is absolutely jam-packed on this bridge.
You can see people from this bridge 2 bridges away.
Yeah, that's why we basically walked over here. We walked all the way from that far bridge over there, and you could see the amount of people here. We were like, what's going on this bridge? Let's check it out. But even though we knew there was quite a few people, we didn't expect this many. Lots and lots of people through. Started construction in 1357 and it was finished in the 15th century. It is a medieval stone arch bridge and connects Old Town, which is on that side, to the castle, the main castle, which is just behind me over here. It is a pedestrian-only bridge made by Bohemian sandstone and is 516 meters long, 9.5 meters wide, and 16 spans, 16 arches.
Very quick, everyone's following him. Just walking through lesser town on the other side of Charles Bridge, and it seems like the hustle and bustle is just right outside on the other side of the bridge. We walked over to the main square, and yeah, it's just another part of the city, but we have chosen where we are gonna have dinner and our dessert. Hopefully the line's a little bit less, but it was packed.
Still packed.
Is it? Oh, here. Oh, not as packed as before. Porks. What are porks? Look at this. This is what we're gonna have. Right, it is time for dinner. We have ordered the pork knuckle, mustard, horseradish, and crispy sauerkraut. Different type this time. It is the deep fried one that Nach has been waiting for. And then also the cabbage soup made from the pork knuckle. Right there.
Look at this.
Wow. That crunch though. Alright, here we go. And of course, a bit of the crackling, the best bit.